A better route. Chapter 75. Obito and the others walked through the pipes in the hidden rain while keeping their guard up as much as they could. If they really were about to enter into middle of the Akatsuki's home territory, then they needed to be prepared. All of them stopped when they heard a noise coming from up ahead. It sounded like little bugs were crawling their way. When they finally got a good look at what was coming, they saw what must have been hundreds of small white spiders. Obito activated his Sharingan and saw that each of them were brimming with chakra. Enough to cause a massive explosion. Everybody get down now. Jiraiya, use your hair jutsu to plug up the pipe and shield the rest of us. Jiraiya grew out his hair and surrounded himself with it to the point that the pipe was completely blocked. The spiders hit the hair and blew the pipe to Kingdom Come, making a large hole. When the smoke cleared, a man with blonde hair was standing at the other side of hole. Now that's what I call art. We're finally starting to brighten up this pathetic little city. A few more explosions and I might just have a masterpiece here. Jiraiya looked him over. Deidara of the Hidden Rock, so this is where you disappeared to. I'd heard rumors that the Akatsuki had gotten an explosive expert and you fit the bill perfectly. Deidara laughed. Nice to see me arts being recognized. I'll reward you by immortalizing in with my art. Itachi stepped up. You guys move ahead and find Kakashi. I'll take care of this joker. Obito wasn't sure that was a good idea. You sure you can take him by yourself? Itachi wasn't nervous at all. Someone this overconfident won't know how to deal with my genjutsus. Obito had to admit that this guy seemed too straightforward to handle. Itachi, alright, but don't get yourself killed. Deidara started to feel like he was being insulted. You want to face me one-on-one, eh? Then let's do this. I'll show you the power of my art. Kakashi and Konan were putting their clothes on when Sasori entered the room in his puppet armor. Your father and your cousin have come along with the Toad Sage. It appears they're here to get you back. Kakashi looked worried. Which cousin? Sasori only sort of knew the answer to that one as he didn't know their names. The older one. Pain sent Deidara to hold them off while he prepared to fight. I'm supposed to come and tell you where they want you to go. Kakashi didn't understand. Why is Pain fighting them instead of you? Now that one Sasori knew for sure, he says that no one else would be a match for his old sensei and the Kage. After I tell you where to go, I'm supposed to go with Konan and help him. Kakashi wasn't having that. No way. Konan goes with Kakashi. Sasori was surprised at the outburst. Is there some kind of reason you need Konan to go with you? Kakashi had to think fast, because Kakashi only trusts her to take him, that's why. Sasori wasn't buying it. I'm just trying to do what Pain told me to. I really don't think he'd like it if Konan went with you. Kakashi looked at Konan. Well, Kakashi's not leaving without her. Konan had to stop herself from smiling at how much the boy cared for her while Sasori mulled the situation over in his head. Pain has said that the most important thing was to make sure that Kakashi went where he was told. Looks like he only had one choice. Fine. There's a special room these pipes lead to that very few people know about. I don't know how to get there myself, but this scroll is supposed to have directions. Konan looked over the scroll. I know these pipes better than almost anyone. It'll be easy to make sure that he gets there safely. Sasori didn't respond. As far as he was concerned, his part of this was done. He rushed off to go and help meet Pain so that they could get a jump on Obito and Jiraiya. Konan grabbed Kakashi's hand. Come on. We've got to get you somewhere safe. Kakashi didn't want to do this. What about Dad and the others? Konan wasn't sure what to do. If everything you've told me about your father is true, then he'll either be able to beat Pain's paths or escape. He'll be fine, Kakashi. Kakashi still wasn't moving, but Konan tugged on his hand and forced him to move. Look, we can talk about this once we get there. For now we've got to get moving. Kakashi finally followed Konan. He needed to clear his head, and it was obvious that he wasn't going to be able to do that if Conan kept trying to get him to wherever this room was. Obito and Jiraiya kept running through the pipes while keeping an eye out for any more Akatsuki members. They finally found one of the pipes lead to a large room with one man standing in the middle of it. Jiraiya looked at his eyes and muttered, "Nagato?" The Akatsuki frontman looked up, "Hello sensei, it's been a long time." "Oh, and I go by Pain now. I can't remember the last time someone's called me Nagato." Obito was lost. What is he talking about, Jiraiya? Jiraiya didn't answer. He couldn't believe his eyes. The young boy that he trained in the Hidden Rain years ago was standing before him once again, except he was fully grown and out for blood. It was hard to believe his student had fallen this low. "Nagato, what in the hell are doing? You can't honestly be telling me you're with the Akatsuki now?" Pain didn't show any emotion. "I'm not just with them, sensei, I happen to be this little organization. We're going to accomplish what you couldn't. We're going to bring peace to this world." Jiraiya looked at Pain in horror. "I dreamed that you would bring peace to this, Nagato, but not like this. Just what do you intend to do with the tailed beasts?" Pain gave him the most basic explanation he could. "The tailed beasts are going to create a weapon strong enough to force this world into peace. I hope that you won't be trying to stand in our way." Jiraiya never thought a day like this would come. "Obito, we've got to stop him here and now. You have no idea what may be hanging in the balance on this one." Obito had to ask him, "Jiraiya, what's going on here?" Jiraiya looked at his old student and began to think back to his younger days. "When I was training at Mount Myaboku, the head toad told me a prophecy. He told me that one of my students would either bring peace to this world or destroy it. For a long time I thought it was Minato, and after he died I was sure it was Naruto. However, I have to acknowledge that it could be Nagato. I need you to help me on this, Obito." Obito was about to object when a new voice entered the fray. "I've sent Kakashi away like you've asked. Conan ended up going with him, so it's just you and me. If Pain was upset then he didn't show it. I think you and I can handle this on our own, Sasori. See if you can't stop the Uchiha while I take on my old sensei." Obito turned to Sasori. "Where's my son?" Sasori had some kind of tail come out of his cloak. "If you want to know that, you'll have to defeat me and Pain. I hope your friend there's as strong as they say, because Pain's like a god compared to most men." Obito cracked his knuckles. "I'm not too worried about him. I'll be helping him in no time after I kill you." Sasori had killed or helped kill multiple Kages in his life, and he was intending on adding another one to the list. He had no idea just how much he'd underestimated his opponent. Kakashi and Conan found themselves in a small room with some kind of strange statue in the middle of it. Torai stood there waiting for them and staring at the statue. "Good to see that you again, Kakashi. I'm assuming you know about your father and friends coming for you." Kakashi was surprised to see her there. "Why are you here? What's going on?" Conan simply kept looking at statue. "I'm just making sure you're safe, that's all. Also, I think's it time I see just how committed you are to this cause." Kakashi was fuming. "Kakashi's been here for 3 years, what makes you think he's not dedicated?" Torai shrugged. "Mainly the fact that you've never actually had to hurt anyone while you've been here. In fact, you've actually saved lives since you've gotten here. Don't worry though, I've got something perfect in mind." Kakashi got nervous at the way she said that. "What would that be?" Torai finally turned away from the statue and looked at him. "Itachi Uchiha has the Mangekyo Sharingan, and if you were to take it and implant it into your head you'd become stronger than you ever have been before. Also, just to make sure there's no problems that arise from this, you'll need to kill him." Kakashi began to shake. "You want Kakashi to kill Itachi?" No way. The whole reason Kakashi's doing this is because you said that he could make sure that no one he cared about would be hurt again." Torai gave him a dangerous look. "Come no Kakashi, You don't really think that you can save everyone, do you? The whole point of this is to save as many people as we can by doing whatever we have to. I'll give you some time to think and you'd best be ready to do what needs to be done. I'm going to prepare for the transfer, which we'll be doing in here by the way, as I'm sure you'll make the right choice. Torai walked away and Konan asked her lover, Kakashi-kun, are you actually going to go through with this? Kakashi saw the look in Konan's eyes and knew what he was going to do. Konan-chan, do you trust Kakashi? Konan nodded, of course I do. Kakashi began to formulate a plan in his head, then he needs you to do something for him.